Topic: Understanding Victim Mindset and Martyr Complex, 25 pointers plus 65 traits of victim complex sufferers. For real value addition to this topic, please focus only on the content. Kindly ignore my lacunas in pronunciation, tone, expression, accent, grammar, my looks, and even this video's background. For the content of this video, please ask. And if you need tips on any specific topic, please let me know. Claim a free session with absolutely no strings attached for overcoming your personal, professional, business, and relationship issues and challenges. Kindly subscribe to this channel and like the videos you feel adds value. Plus share this message about free coaching session and the videos with the near and dear ones. To avail your free session, please email on the email ID given on either of our website. Now, coming back to our topic. Even if you don't think that you play victim, please read and listen. It may save someone you love from getting ruined. Have you ever faced situations and phases where you felt that the entire world is scheming against you and you are under attack from multiple fronts? This happens to all of us few times. Most of us manage to come back to better emotionally resourceful state. Let us first understand what these two terminologies, victim mindset and martyr complex, means from non-medical perspective. Now there are 25 pointers to help you understand what victim mindset and martyr complex is. The victim mindset is the unhealthiest pattern of thinking and most pathetic way to live and exist. Although many of the people with victim mindset and martyr complex have suffered real harm, trauma, and upheavals, it is natural for an emotionally healthy person to bounce back and move on with their lives post-trauma. There are numerous people who not only recovered from their abusive and toxic past relationship and other emotionally turbulent events, but also created life for themselves to become role models for many. There are many people who continue to hold on to their pains, their hurts, and either refuse to leave their past behind or are unable to let go and move on, and as a result turn into perpetual victims. The reality of life is, irrespective of what we have suffered and gone through, after a reasonable shock and grief cycle, we have to take the ownership of our own happiness, our growth, and our well-being, along with that of our loved ones. People with martyr complex and victim mindset are almost always toxic and emotionally draining to others as well as themselves. If you come across or are living with someone with whom the drama, the tears, the outbursts, and the tantrums is a regular phenomenon, then they are sure to have severe psychological disorders needing urgent intervention. People with high level of empathy feel bad and want to help these victim mindset martyrs. But not being trained, they end up suffering more and might get into psychological issues themselves if don't take proper care. Please understand that to deal and handle and cure unhealthy level of victim mentality, only qualified, trained and experienced professionals who have been exposed to this type of people can deal with them. Sometimes it is a case even beyond them. For martyr complex and victim mindset people, the person who is their perceived current tormentor may keep changing, but their underlying drama never ends. These martyr complex and victim mindset people manage to create facade of their being gentle, sophisticated, well-cultured, accomplished, and extremely helpful. But the people closest to these victim mindset people go through sheer hell. You may recognize many signs given here if you happen to be connected or close to someone of this disorder. The martyr complex and victim mindset person deliberately seeks suffering. They help and do favors without asking, without being asked and needed. And when they don't get thanks and appreciation, they play martyrs. These are the type of people who would choose to suffer rather than solving and fixing their problems. Because if it gets resolved, the deep-rooted psychological needs won't get fulfilled. Irrespective of the impression they create of being simple, gentle, righteous and kind person, they are very complex people who need continuous validation, recognition and approval from people around them. They have mastered the art of manipulation and can blackmail people emotionally without any guilt or remorse. Most of them have this unrealistic expectation that others will read their mind and know what they want. They will never take responsibility for their actions, decisions, and choices, but they would blame their closest people for their failures and unhappiness. Their objective is to seek continuous sympathy and pity, and even if their current set of problems are solved, they would find or manufacture newer reasons to complain. Victim mindset person believes that everybody is plotting against them, conspiring against them, and whatever the other intent is harmful for them. This acquired and learned mindset facilitates them to suppress their guilt and shame, avoid self responsibility, but most unfortunately, it makes this person avoid getting in touch with themselves, the real one, and are unable to grow and live peacefully. In this video, I have used victim mindset and martyr complex interchangeably, although it can have distinction if you define them clinically. People with a victim mindset have ingrained beliefs that others are responsible for their miseries and that nothing is their fault and that they're incapable and powerless to change their lives. Many of them prefer continuing to live with their martyr complex and victim mindset because of certain benefits given later. Now, there are 65 traits of victim complex sufferer. They refuse to accept responsibility for dealing with their problems. They never feel any accountability to solve their issues. They always find reasons why suggested solution will not work in case they share their problems with you and you suggest something positive. They carry grudges and neither forget nor forgive. That is why they have difficulty in moving on with their life. They are rarely assertive and find it hard to express their needs. They believe everyone is out to get them and thus trust no one. They are negative and pessimistic, always looking for the bad event, even the good. They are often highly critical of others as well as themselves. They rarely have lasting relationships and friendship. In fact, they may have few or no friends. They frequently blame others, circumstances when things go wrong or when they fail to accomplish whatever they are working on. Their focus is always on problems, obstacles, and difficulties that they are facing with an innate expectation that others will feel sorry for them. They may avoid joining any fun activities or show that they are enjoying. They may have the statement, others have such good luck and how easily others succeed. They resort to continuous drama, tantrums, and temper flares. They always seem to have lots of misfortune, ill luck, and curses. As per them, they immediately become defensive if you catch them doing something which they can't escape from. The constant rant, internally as well as with others, is that bad things only happen to them. They would claim that their every partner was toxic. They feel that others are always taking advantage. They imagine that people are scheming behind their back. They magnify innocent remarks and insignificant incidents into huge injustices. Because they can never be wrong, they never feel the need to apologize. They feel angry that everybody is telling them to change and don't understand why others don't support their situation. They may have one specific person. This person could be their ex, who is responsible for all their woes. Or this could be the current person they are in relationship with. They usually have low self-esteem, negative self-image, and negligible self-worth. They have this compelling need to get validation, attention, and acceptance by others. They devise innovative ways to seek sympathy from others. They rarely take initiative to solve their problems. If any problem is solved according to what they claim would be the ideal situation, they will find another problem to complain about. They complain about problems that do not concern them in the least. They do not appreciate any good things being done for them. They lie and twist facts to prove their points. They selectively forget, ignore, and avoid any facts that may prove them wrong. They're expert in gaslighting. They will use name calling and accusing when they don't find any other way to handle. They generally find it uncomfortable to accept or receive genuine and unconditional love. They have mood swings regularly. They're highly judgmental and form opinion instantly. Most of them might have come from and grown up in mentally, physically, or emotionally abusive atmosphere. They expect you to be all the time obliged to them, even for doing something insignificant and which you neither expected nor asked for. They have a very high sense of entitlement. They lack empathy almost totally. Because they can't understand themselves, they can never understand others. They get very angry and upset if others don't appreciate and recognize what they have done. They cannot say no. They always want to fix and change others. They will never accept responsibility for what has happened to them. They have an overly obsessed need to be right all the time. Sometimes these victims or martyrs are not only toxic but are also a covert narcissist. And like the people with typical narcissistic personality disorder, they too are intensely self-absorbed, hollow, and have very high sense of entitlement. Typical narcissists believe that they are superior to others. A covert narcissist with a martyr complex proves their superiority through helping others to elicit sympathy, sense of obligation, love, and admiration. They are helping others, making this person realize that magnanimity also meant to evoke guilt. They are wonderful manipulators. They show to you as if they are selfless and giving, but only the recipient of their gift will know how cruel and completely self absorbed, self involved, and self focused they actually are. They are always full of suspicion of people's intent. Many of them would often appear inconsolably oppressed and depressed. If you are living with someone like this, you will feel burned out, fatigued, and emotionally, mentally, physically drained constantly. Being in a romantic relationship with someone with a martyr complex is so frustrating and destructive for the healthy partner. You will get gaslighted by your partner into believing you're the cause of their pain and suffering no matter how hard you try. You can never make them happy. However hard you try to please them, you would end up hurting them emotionally as per their perspective. Not because what you did. It could be because they're holding a grudge. They have a grudge manufacturing brain, which can create grudge and complaints where there is none. They will turn even the smallest misunderstanding into huge injustice. For them, your needs do not exist. But if they want something from you, they will become all charm. And if you happen to talk about your needs, your feelings, your hurts, they will play victim and turn the tables back on you as if it is you who have done wrong to them. The victim complex in relationships causes extreme emotional chaos. The victim mindset person may ask their partner to help them, but will later reject the suggestions or find ways to sabotage the genuine help that their partner is giving, and may even use this to torment their partner or break the relationship. They bully their partners into making attempts to take care of them. Sometimes these victim mindset and martyr complex persons often seek persons with a victim complex as their partner. Most likely person to suffer lasting damages for relationship with victim mindset and martyr complex are the partners who are wanting to help these people become their curse.